This is Newsmax TV. I'm Ashley Martella, and we're pleased to be joined once again by the top Republican on the Senate Finance Committee, Iowa Senator Charles Grassley. Welcome back, sir.
Glad to be with you.
Your committee passes the Max Baucus health overhaul bill with one Republican defection, Olympia Snowe. Now, no Democrat defected. Senator, are you disappointed in your GOP colleague for voting yes?
Well, I couldn't vote yes for several reasons, and I don't know what her reason is for voting, but you want to remember one thing: she's pretty meticulous as she moves ahead, and she is not committed to following this thing all the way through the process. That's what she's told me, and it better not get any more leftward, I think, or they would lose her. But let me say why I can't vote for it, because first of all, it takes $404 billion out of Medicare, and you want to remember Medicare is in a bad shape anyway, so why would you take that money to put it into a new government entitlement program? Secondly, this is the first time in the 225-year history of our country that we have forced you as a constituent, any of our constituents, to buy a product. You know, you've been free to buy or not buy. But now, for the first time, you're going to have to buy health insurance. And if you don't buy it, IRS is going to tax a family $1,500.
In your view, is that constitutional, forcing somebody to buy it and punishing them through the IRS if they don't?
I'm not a lawyer, but let me tell you, I've listened to some lawyers speak on this, and you know, it's a relatively new issue, and I don't think we've ever had this issue before of having to buy something. And a lot of constitutional lawyers are saying it is unconstitutional, or at least a violation of the 10th Amendment. Now, maybe states could do this, but can the federal government do it? So I have my doubts. But here's the untold story, you know, that everybody, 85% of the people in this country have health insurance already. So what does Joint Tax and the Congressional Budget Office say, as well as the industry saying? That premiums are going to go up for that 85% of the people because, well, not because of anything, just because of are not doing anything to keep them from going up. And then the other thing is, what's this health care debate mostly about for those 85% of the people? They're tired of their premiums going up so much over the last 4 or 5 years. And then you've got this situation where you're going to have what's called the individual mandate. You've got to buy insurance. If you don't buy it, you're going to be taxed $1,500. You still have 25 million people that don't have health insurance.
Your leader, Mitch McConnell, comes right out and says the Finance Committee bill will never come before the Senate, meaning presumably the Senate floor, for debate and eventual vote. Do you agree with that?
Oh, 100% agree with it. Now, that doesn't mean that none of it will come before the Senate, but what he's saying is it's not going to have an identity all by itself, because it's going to be merged with the Senate Health Committee bill that came out of committee back in July when Senator Kennedy was chairing that committee and he was still alive. It's going to be merged with that. Now, you understand that this thing has moved leftward even in the Finance Committee. When we were negotiating, you know, I was part of a group of 6 negotiating what was supposed to be a bipartisan bill. You probably know that the White House pulled the rug out from under those negotiations because they wanted to move ahead. So they moved ahead in a partisan way. And as they moved ahead in a partisan way, the bill moved leftward in the Finance Committee. When it's merged with the Senate Health Committee bill, it's going to move more leftward. And then when you look at all the left-wing ideas that Pelosi has in the House of Representatives, along with her vast majority over there, it's going to move further to the left.
Well, there is, of course, enormous pressure from leftist websites, unions, and others. Do you see the bill in the Senate moving leftward before you guys ever vote on it?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt that when it's joined with the Health Committee bill, it might even have a public option in it. And when you have a public option in it, you know what the Heritage Foundation said: all these people are going to opt out and go into the government plan because the government's not a competitor, it's a predator. And when you do that, you're going to move into an area where pretty soon everybody's into the government-run plan, and then pretty soon you have what they have in Canada, a government-run plan with no choice, with rationing.
Okay, Senator, a report by the very credible auditing firm PricewaterhouseCoopers says the health overhaul would cost the typical family thousands of dollars more per year in higher premiums, which you mentioned, of course. Now, the question is, what do you expect Republicans to do to get that message out to voters to stop this?
Well, I hope that my saying what I just said about 85% of the people having health insurance, their premium is going to go up, and quoting the Joint Committee on Taxation and quoting the Congressional Budget Office, which are independent people, unlike maybe Price Waterhouse, and the industry might be having a vested interest in saying that. We got plenty of unbiased views that premiums are going to go up.
Okay, Senator Grassley, thanks very much. Appreciate it. And thank you for watching Newsmax TV. Sarah Palin's new book, Going Rogue in American Life, will be released on November 17th. You can be among the first to get your copy. Check out our incredible free offer for Sarah's new book. Just go to Newsmax.com and click on the top banner for this great offer. Act today.